Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Destiny 2. Today's video is going to be a guide on how to get the new exotic shotgun, the 4th Horseman. First things first, I'll go over what the gun actually is. It's a 4-shot automatic shotgun. It has 12 in the reserves, and its perks are 1, it has Thunderer, so it has an incredibly high rate of fire and it's an auto shotgun. And it also has Broadside, which means that all your successive shots do more damage and the spread gets bigger as well. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be really good for boss burst damage. That's what I'm thinking it's going to be mainly used for. I really want to try it in Gambit. I haven't really had a chance yet because I got it like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago and then decided to make this video. But for now, we can go on to the actual guide on how to get this gun. So first things first, you're going to need to talk to Zavala, which you'll get prompted to do as soon as you log in once this quest is activated. But you go to talk to Zavala and he says, go get this gun out of a vault. You then have to go down to his vault, and he'll send you through his office, which is hilarious because there's a bunch of stuff in there that is kind of funny. He's got like the little backwards and forwards cradled toy on his desk. There's a mixtape from Shax in there. There's a bunch of hilarious stuff in there, but irrelevant. I'll show you the path to get there. It's playing in the background right now. So if you follow this path, you'll get down to his office, and then through his office, you can follow the path that I'm taking, and it'll take you to the vault where the gun is supposed to be held.
Guardians live for moments like this. Finish it.
You can finally get there, and then the gun is missing, which is interesting. You go back to talk to Zavala and say, hey, the gun wasn't there. He'll send you to Anna Bray, because he reckons that Bray Tech has some tech that will actually help you find what you're looking for. So you go to talk to Anna Bray, and she'll give you a mission. The mission is to do public events, or kill Cabal on Mars. The Cabal killing takes ages. Do heroic public events for the best possible percentage every time. Heroic gives you double the amount that regular public events do, so you want to do the heroic public events if at all possible. I tended to do the entire thing through escalation protocol. This does give you percentage, but it gives it as if they were normal missions for the most part. But if you've got a group doing it there anyway, I just came in and there was a bunch of pubs doing it anyway. You can go through escalation protocol very quickly, so it actually goes up quite quickly. I think it was 10 rounds of escalation protocol. I think they give you 10% each. Also, you'll be killing Cabal while you're doing that anyway, so that adds up as well. But after that, you go back to Anna Bray, and then she gives you a second mission to kill Scions or loot Cabal chests. Now, this is interesting because what this means is you actually have to loot specifically the Cabal chests, so the little triangular red ones. They'll be on screen right now, so you can see what I'm talking about. And they will give you 20% per chest you loot, or 2% per Scion you kill. So every 10 Scions is the same as looting one chest. I just ran around that area where the Cabal are right near Braytech, and I got it really quickly. It didn't take any time whatsoever. It's worth noting you should probably put on a ghost that has loot detector, because that helps quite significantly. The one you get from the from the main story quest of the moon stuff. I can't remember the Shadow Cape. You get the one you get from Shadow Cape will actually have loot detector on it, so you can just use that. But then we actually have to go, after we complete that quest step, we then go see Benedict 9940, which is, for those who aren't aware, is Callus's robot in the tower. He's the one that gives you the stuff for the menagerie, all that kind of stuff. So you can go down and talk to him, and he will give you a mission to go do public events, patrols, or defeat combatants in the ADZ. Once again, heroic public events is by far the fastest way of doing this. However, Seraph Tower does give you some. It essentially counts as a non-heroic public event every time you do it. It takes a while to do Seraph Tower, so it's not the fastest way of doing it, but doing so also gets your weekly Seraph Towers done, so that's probably a good thing to do. There's also usually a bunch of people doing it, so you can usually get it done relatively quickly. But after you complete that, again, that's fairly simple. It's just, if you're willing to do it really fast, just hop from heroic public event to heroic public event and just complete them as fast as possible. There's probably a lot of other people doing it if you're doing this early. I found it very easy. Every public event I went to had like 6 people doing it, so it went very, very quickly. I also knocked out my Seraph Towers as well because I was there and it was... why not? But you then go back to Benedict and he says, we've finally located it. You need to go and do the legendary lost sector, the Quarry. Now, the legendary lost sectors, a few things about them. One, they're on a rotation. There's 3, I think, 3 or 4 per tower. So, you have to do a legendary lost sector, if you're unaware, you need to go to your bunker, clear out your bunker, and then you will have the opportunity to do a legendary lost sector of the day. Today's is the Quarry. Apparently, earlier there was a mistake with that, but I was asleep during all that, so it didn't bother. Didn't bother me. They had another one up, so everyone thought they had to wait for the Quarry to come up. That was an oversight on Bungie's part. They wanted the Quarry to be up today, which it now is. So, you can do that legendary lost sector. Few things about that. One, it's on, as I said, it's on rotation. So today you can do it if you're doing it. If you're watching this video the day it is uploaded, you can do it today. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait for the rotation to be the correct lost sector. And secondly, they're suggested level 1000. So if, like me, you're trying to go through them at 970, I would suggest going through with a group. I didn't. I soloed it. It was a pain in the ass. It took me like 20 minutes, but I finally got through it. The Quarry is actually not particularly difficult. The worst part about it is there's a couple of barrier champions at the end that are insane, but you can, for the most part, ignore them and just kill the boss, and then go up and sort of loot the chest without dying to the barrier champions, which I did die a few times to the barrier champions trying to loot that chest. But as soon as you loot the chest, the normal chest, by the way, not the Warmine chest, doesn't matter if you loot the Warmine chest, but as soon as you loot the regular chest from the Lost Sector, you will get your shotgun. So the 4th Horseman will be yours. It's also worth noting, if, like me, you're going through that legendary Lost Sector at a lower level, you can get some upgrades on Rasputin, which will help a lot. Being able to summon Valkyries, I didn't have that. I really wish I did. It would have saved a lot of time. But also, I did have being able to summon the big robot dudes. Essentially like the Warmind big bulky robots. They helped a lot. So I would suggest doing them before you try, unless you're sitting at power level 1000, in which case, if you're already sweated all the way up to that, then you're fine. It shouldn't be an issue. But if you're down where I was when you're at like 960, 970, you probably want to actually go and upgrade your bunker a bit before you try. But that's it. That's everything you need to know. After that, you'll have your shotgun. I've had a lot of fun with it so far. I've only played around with it for like 20 minutes thereabouts, but from what I've played, it seems really, really fun so far. Going to be, again, I said, probably pretty good for bursting damage on bosses. I haven't tried it in PvP yet. I probably will, let's be honest. But beyond that, that's going to be it for the video. So, if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye, guys.